Good morning, Chuck here with no time to be said, Soy Mafia. Paige over there watering the plants. Hey, I want to have a talk to you guys about what's going on. Today is my 3-year anniversary living in Thailand. วันนี้อยู่ Thailand 3 ปี3 ปีแล้วโอ้3 ปีแล้วใช่ฮะ party 3 ปีวันนี้3 ปีใช่ So I want to talk to you guys about what I've learned living in Thailand, the difficulties that I've overcome, and yeah, some of my experience. So I'm going to take you guys on a bike ride around the town. I got my new setup, and I've got my wireless mic here that I got. Yeah, I'll explain that on another video. But anyway, let's go give it a try riding around the town, and I'll talk to you guys about what's been going on with me and my feelings for the last 3 years. Let's go take a ride down the river road. Well, when I first got to Thailand, I had a goal in mind, and that was to speak Thai language. I did a lot of practicing before I came up here. I had about 50 Thai words in my vocabulary, and then when I got here, I realized that they didn't really mean anything because I didn't say them properly. I made a video, you guys can check it out here, a pretty good description on my language skills and how I learned to speak Thai. I can't speak English really well, but I practice my Thai language every day. Today, what I usually do is I challenge myself I get on my bicycle and I ride to neighboring towns. I'll even spend the night, and I challenge myself to eat, get a hotel room, and converse to Thai people. And that gives me more confidence, and it helps me more with my accent and trying to do my word structure properly. Now I speak like a 3-year-old, and as long as they can realize that and speak to me like a 3-year-old, then it all seems to work out. The language barrier is a big problem in Thailand. If you can't speak the language and talk to other Thai people, it's very difficult to understand the Thai culture and the Thai thinking. It becomes frustrating to us because we can only make assumptions on why they do certain things without being able to ask them directly. Language, I think, is a very important tool to have in any country if you're planning on living there full time. I was lucky to have found a Thai lady here that was a tutor for kids. Most of them were from Laos that wanted to learn how to speak proper Thai and write in Thai language. But she also speaks very good English, and she was willing to take me into her school one-on-one and teach me Thai. สวัสดีครับบ่ายออกกำลังกายครับไปเที่ยวมาแล้วผมพูดแล้ว This is my teacher Kru Mao. You guys remember Crew Mao, and you got a new student, huh?
Yeah, of course.
What's your name?
Eric.
Eric. Eric. Oh, where are you from, Eric?
Holland.
Holland, very good. She's an excellent teacher.
I know.
Very good.
That's why I'm here.
How long have you guys been studying together?
Oh, with a lot of breaks.
6 months, huh?
We stopped at least 2 months in between.
Oh, well, you're way farther than I was. I think I quit at 4 months.
Yeah, but you are speaking more Thai than I
I
do.
practice every day, so yeah. ฝึกภาษาไทยทุกวัน
ฝึกภาษาไทยทุกวัน
ภาษาไทย
ฝึกภาษาไทยทุกวัน
I have a question คุณพูดภาษาไทยได้ไหม
No.
ไม่ได้
ภาษาไทยไม่ได้ผมพูดภาษาไทย
The key to my success was learning to read and write Thai. It took me about 2 weeks to do it non-stop every day with flashcards and annoying the crap out of my family, but I did it, and that really kind of propelled me in speaking Thai language. It really helped me a lot. That is the key, I think, to success in Thai language, because it's a tonal language, is to learn to recognize the symbols of the tones, the vowels, and the consonants. To read and to be able to write in Thai is definitely something that you have to do if you're considering learning the language. If you don't learn the Thai language and you can only talk to certain people, you can only be in certain areas, and I don't know, for me it would become depressing only being able to talk to foreigners all day. Just me personally. Okay, let's go. The second thing that I had difficulty with coming to Thailand, and that was the food. I'm going to show you, this is the very first restaurant here that I ate at when I got here, and I got sick for about 4 days, and I was scared to go to the clinic to get checked up, but this is where I ate. สวัสดีครับ ไทยวิดีโอครับสบายดีไหมครับ
สบายดีค่ะ
อาหารอร่อยมากๆ Okay, anyway, very nice lady. คุณทำนานเท่าไหรครับ
30 ปี
30 ปีอ๋อสนุกไหมชอบไหม Okay, very good. Okay, very nice, lovely lady. Makes the best bak pao อร่อยขอบคุณครับ But I was very skeptical about Thai food when I came here, and I realized really quick that my stomach was not really set up for eating Thai food, I'll say. There's a lot of street vendors and street restaurants, and stuff was being hung out in the open, and just stuff I wasn't used to seeing like that. I was scared, but I realized real quick that charcoal pills, and I used to use these when I was in the military. I was a combat medic, and I used to give these charcoal pills, medicated charcoal pills, to the guys to keep them from getting sick when we were running around. But I started taking these charcoal pills, and it helped me a lot so my stomach could adapt to the levels of bacteria that are here in the food. Let's go check out this other place here. This is another one of my favorite places here. สวัสดีครับ สบายดีไหมครับ สบายดีทุกคนนะ คุณทำงานนี้นานเท่าไหร่36 ปี 37 ปี Oh, you've been working here 37 years.
I speak Korean, I don't know.
ทำงานอยู่นี่37 ปี
ถามทำไม
Oh, okay.
จะมาขายไก่ย่าง
You can speak a little English though. You speak ภาษาอังกฤษนิดหน่อยฮะ
ไม่เป็น
ใช่เป็น
บ่เป็น
Your daughter ลูกสาวอยู่อเมริกาอยู่ไหน
อยู่ดีทอยกับโอไฮโอ
Ohio, Detroit, Ohio.
กับดีทอย
Oh, okay. She makes the best gayang. Gayang อร่อยที่สุด
โอ้
อร่อยที่สุด and น้ำจิ้มเจลแซ่บแซ่บขนาดเลย
สดไทยแลนด์
ใช่ sauce Thailand sauce Okay แม่แดง see you later
บาย
bye
โอ้
แซ่บ This is our fresh market. Starts early in the morning, and you can buy a lot of things here in the fresh market. And when I first got here, I was really freaked out about how they stored meat and just did things every day here. And I was really freaked out about this. สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ สบายดีไหมครับ Yeah, and she has the best pork here. หมูอร่อยที่สุด อร่อยที่สุด Okay. But just seeing this stuff out in the open was like, I am gonna die here in Thailand. But the stuff is super fresh. สวัสดีครับ สบายดีไหมครับ สบายดีทุกวัน Okay ครับ And but everything is super fresh. What's on the table here was just killed yesterday. สวัสดีครับ And nothing goes to waste. But all the vegetables are super fresh, super clean, super good. They don't put a lot of preservatives, and they don't use a lot of pesticides in their crops. But I would say most of the Thai food is pretty much organic, and that is definitely live fish there. So fresh, that's fresh. Thai people are very picky about food. If it doesn't taste good, if it's not fresh, if it's not presented beautiful, they will not eat it. But out here on the street, I think they're getting ready to leave. They might be gone, but this is nothing but fresh fruit and vegetables that they sell out here on the street. Yeah, they're cleaning up right now. This is full early in the morning. But when I saw all this food out by the street and cars are passing by with exhaust, I was like, wow, that can't be sanitary, you know? Can't be clean. สวัสดีครับ That was a difficult thing for me to grasp when I got to Thailand. Right off the bat, I got food poisoning, so I really had a bad taste in my mouth, literally. after that. So, hello, สวัสดีครับ
ครับ
สบายดีไหมครับ
สบายดี
ไออะไร
สบา
นะ
ยดีทุกคน
อ๋อโอเคครับ อะไรนี่คืออะไร
เอาอะไร
เขา
หัวอาหารหัวอาหาร
อาหารอ๋ออาหารปลาอ๋อแมวตัวหน่อย ตัวเล็กเมียชอบแมวแม่ไม่ชอบ
ไม่ชอบ
แม่
ไม่ชอบ
แม่ไม่ชอบแพ้ This place here is super awesome fresh vegetables. This is where I buy most of them right here in this little section when I do buy. How are you? Hello. สวัสดีครับทำอะไรครับทำนานโอ้ยวันนี้สบายดีไหม
วันนี้สบายดีค่ะ
สบายดีโอเควันนี้ขายดีไหม
ขายดีอยู่ค่ะ
ขายดีทุกวันไหม Very good. She says business is very good today and every day. ปลาเยอะโชคดีนะครับขอบคุณครับ This is doesn't look very fresh, but it's fresh and it's still alive. สวัสดีครับ
ครับ
สวัสดีครับ I try to smile and be friendly to everybody instead of being the weirdo along with the camera. สวัสดีครับ
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะขายปลาไหลค่ะ
อร่อยไหม
อันไปปล่อยค่ะ ถ้าตัวใหญ่มันก็อร่อยอยู่
กัดไหม
ไม่กัดค่ะ
ไม่กัด
จับเลยค่ะ
อ๋ออ๋อ โชคดีนะครับ Our friends own this store here. สวัสดีครับสบายดีไหมครับขายดีไหมโอเค Okay, let's go back for another ride. Well, the next thing, number 3, that I had a very difficult time with adapting to in Thailand was the Thai culture. I made a video of Thai culture. Again, I'll share the link up here. But Thai ways of thinking here on the other side of the planet are completely different than the ways that we think in the West. And it becomes very irritating sometimes with the sabai mentality. So they're not too worried about what's going on in the future. And I don't know, we like to plan we like to plan everything accordingly. And Thai people are a little bit different when it comes to that. So a lot of times when foreigners get together with Thai women, they get married, there's a big clash. There's a big culture clash. We have goals and they really don't think past tomorrow sometimes. Not all of them, but some of them. In order to be able to adapt here, you really have to be a flexible person. You just, you gotta not always try to figure things out. When I first got here, I had a plan in my mind of how everything was supposed to work out, you know. One of the reasons why I started to do a YouTube channel when I got here is because, you know, seeking for information on the internet was very difficult to obtain. We all have different circumstances of why we're here, but you know, it was just about everybody talking about their personal experiences and, you know, rules that are written on how things should be here in Thailand, but it's not always the case. I learned that really quick when I got here. I shared the experience on video and I looked back at my videos and I could see my frustrations right off the bat when I got here, dealing with immigration, dealing with getting a bank account. You know, I knew all the things that I needed because there were written rules that I could research and I found on how to do specific things in Thailand. And then when I get here, it's like, no, that's not it. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, no, that is how it's supposed to be. Why are you telling me something different? I didn't realize that, you know, from place to person, it's just not, it doesn't work out. And if you get upset with a Thai person, it definitely will not go in your favor. Thai people's first reaction typically is just to smile. They don't like to be uncertain about certain things. They might tell you something that seems to be really far-fetched. They don't like to say no. And when you ask for directions, they always seem to know where it's at, but it's never there. It's called losing face. You know, the Thai people, they do not like to lose face. And if you get confrontational with them, it usually won't work out in your favor. Just kind of smile, walk away. The way I do things today is I come completely, in my mind, prepared with all the copies, all the documents, everything I need. And my expectations are low. That's the most important thing, is to keep your expectations low and know that you may have to come back one or two more times. So you'll get all this stuff prepared, get back there, you have everything, and then that person will say, oh, you don't need this, you don't need that. And you're like, okay, I just spent 2 days gathering this stuff, thank you. And then you get what you need to do. You get what you need and then you go. It gets frustrating for us because we're not used to that. We feel like everybody who is in a position should understand how that position works. And if you don't, you ask somebody or get somebody that can help. But it's different here. It's the culture is very different. You know, I see a lot of animals in distress here. A lot of animals just making babies after babies. They just believe in live and let live, and whatever happens, happens. And I'm kind of really enjoying this. I've never experienced this Buddhist mentality in my life, and it's really kind of serene. And once you get over the frustrations of trying to wrap your head around every single thing and try to give that up and just let things come to you, and after time things do start to make sense, not everything, but a lot of things. And you really enjoy life, I think, a lot better if you just let it happen. And then whatever scenario comes at you that day, just enjoy it. Number 4 thing I had a very difficult time with coming to Thailand was the climate. Thailand is hot. It's really, really hot. Right now it's the winter time here. I live on the Mekong River. We always have a nice breeze. Every now and then we get a cold front that comes down from China. A couple of times so far it's gotten down to 0, which is very cold. But I prefer warmer weather than I do colder weather. I don't do good and my bones don't do well, I think, in the cold. But the hot weather, it's taken some time. I've adapted to it. You've got to learn. You won't see Thai people standing out in the middle of the sun. You'll see them if they are in the sun with an umbrella, or they try to walk in the shade, and they don't do much activities during when the sun is bright outside. That's why when you go to the beach, you see them empty, because most of the time Thai people won't go out there in the sun. They don't want to get dark, is the truth of the matter. But it is damn hot, and I've learned to always just sit near a fan. The fan not only helps with the not sweating, but it helps with the bugs too. That's another story. The insects we have a lot of insects back in Texas where I'm from too, but here they just become annoying, I guess, because we're mostly kind of in an outdoors type scenario more so than back in the US. But you know, I don't think I've ever sweat so much in my entire life being in Thailand, but I will say it's good to sweat out those toxins. It's good for you, it's healthy for your skin, but we have a big rainy season where it rains almost every day for like 3 months straight. Not all day, but pretty hard. Few hours every single day, sometimes all day, sometimes multiple days all day. So everything is moist, everything is mildewy, and just the rainy season is the most depressing for me because I can't get on my bike and take off and go ride, you know. But we don't have like dryers to dry your clothes. Everything is just hung to dry, you know. So a lot of the clothes that I had from the United States had stretched from my underwear, my shirts, from hang drying, you know. So I had to get like these Thai style thin cotton shirts. They're cheap anyway, so if they stretch out, I just throw them away and buy new ones. But that was a little bit different for me. I brought a bunch of clothes from the US, and I gave most of them away because they just stretched out. I find myself taking about 2 to 3 showers a day because you get so moist, and I use a lot of baby powder now to keep dry. But the temperature was one of the hardest things to get used to, but after 3 years, it's really no problem. A lot of times I make videos off of my bicycle. I'll get to my destination after 60 kilometers, and because of the wind, I'm not even really sweating until I stop for about an hour, and then I start to perspire. But I can ride my bike in the heat of the day. The hardest thing is the sun beating off of the black asphalt. It gets difficult to breathe. But yeah, the temperature was the 4th hardest thing for me to overcome, but yeah, no problem. Let's go for another ride. Well, the fifth and final thing, immigration. That was a very difficult thing for me to quite understand, coming to to another country outside of my own, I guess. It's something I've never had to deal with. I did all the research I thought I needed to know exactly how to deal with immigration, to have the proper documents. We got to know these things if we're gonna sell everything we own and leave our home country to come live in another. But yeah, it didn't work out for me when I first got here. I had a marriage. You know, I married my wife in America, is where I met her, and we had an American marriage certificate. And I came here on a marriage visa that I obtained in the U.S. And it was a 90-day visa that I had to get extended for a year. So when I came here to get it extended, they said, "Oh, your marriage certificate is no good." I was like, "Okay, what do I do now? I'm only 47 years old. That's the only way I can get here. Only way I can stay here is with this marriage license." Is, "Oh, well, you just got to go fly back to Bangkok and get it certified at the embassy and get it translated into Thai language." I was like, "You know, why didn't you?" I was argumentative. I said, "Why didn't they tell me this? We were just in Bangkok. I could have got it done there before we came." You know, and I was like, "You know, stupid people. Why don't you tell me these things?" Right? That's how I felt right off of the bat. So we got everything done. It was no problem. And, you know, that was really my only bad experience in the 3 years that I have been here. And all you hear on the internet today is how horrible the immigration system is and how they try to run everybody off. But I've never experienced that. I speak to thousands of people, and I know quite a few people in Thailand, and that's not their experience here. There's always some controversial stuff on the internet that, you know, that's saying it's so difficult for us to stay here, but it's not. But I did a video on this TM30 thing that everybody's so concerned about. You guys can watch it here. I'm really kind of tired of talking about that, but I've had nothing but really good experience with the immigration office. No problems here. The only problem I ever had was that I needed to check in every 90 days to let them know that I'm still living in the same address, you know. And that was okay. It only takes about 10 minutes. We make a trip to Nakhon Phanom and we do some shopping and everything was fine. But now they're really kind of demanding that I do it online, which is awesome for me because I tried it to begin with, but it didn't work. So now they say it works. So now I don't even have to go to immigration until I do my 1 year, but once a year when I do my extension now. So I just do everything, my 90-day check-in, which is only 4 times a year, online, super easy to do, and it's no problem. As soon as I turned 50 years old, I filed as a retirement status instead of marital status. This is kind of complicated. I still have an O visa, I still have a marriage visa, but I qualified for the retirement, which means that I have the necessary funds in the account, and basically that's all they care about. And I'm over 50 years old, so now all I have to do is go in there once a year and show them my bank book. And then 2 hours later, I get a 1-year stamp in my passport. Before, with my marriage, it used to take about 10 days because I had to send all my stuff to Khon Kaen province. Then it had to get approved, and then they had to send it back here. And in this process, I can't travel, I can't do anything until I get my passport with my new 1-year extension. So now it takes me 2 hours. Depending on where you're at, a marriage visa could be very simple, but where I'm at, it was very difficult for me to have to wait around to get the stamp in my book. Immigration was one of the hardest things to mentally deal with because we have to check in to these officials, and we're really at the mercy of them to allow us to stay here. So there's a lot of things changing with immigration. Now they require, if you were going to retire here, to have insurance, which I have. But whatever they tell me that I need, I'm going to get because I want to stay here. If it becomes so overwhelmingly difficult, then of course I don't think anybody will be able to stay here. But immigration is great now. I have no problems. I understand how it works. I just bring every single item that I have in a binder that my wife keeps, and we just try to come prepared. And our expectations are is maybe we need something else when we get there. Who knows? But basically that's it. Those are the 5 things that I had a difficult time with when I came here 3 years ago, and I've overcome them today. There's no place I think I'd rather be than Thailand. I still love it here. The land of smiles. You don't have to do anything but smile here, and you'll get along with everybody. I bought this bicycle so that I could travel around a little bit by myself. It gives me an opportunity to get out of the house and be by myself and have some me time. I think everybody needs that for sure. Anyway, guys, I thank you very much for listening to me blah, blah, blah today. I just wanted to tell you where I was at after 3 years living in Thailand. I hope we can do this again next year. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video today, please don't forget to click like. Please subscribe. We have a whole lot of adventures coming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.